Good evening. My name is Omnivore, and welcome to Game 2 of the evening, where we see the High Rollers take on Guns N' Rollers. I'm joined tonight by Otter.
Heyo!
Pretty excited. We just finished Game 1, and that was super awesome. But let me tell you, I have been waiting for this game. I have yet to see Guns N' Rollers play this season, and I have heard, as they heard in the rollout, they are undefeated.
Very true, and the High Rollers are brave enough and wise enough to actually field Polly as their first jammer. Polly being one of my favorite jammers, being one of the most notorious ones to find loopholes and punch through that and exploit it. I'm very much looking forward to seeing when she pulls out this particular jam.
I don't know as if I have a favorite jammer. But what I do
Polly
see,
and Zep are pretty awesome.
Well, Polly is awesome, but there's so many other ones that are also awesome.
This is very true.
So Guns N' Rollers with 16 skaters tonight. High Rollers with a little bit of a deficit with 13. So we'll see sort of how it goes. There's our whistle for Jam 1. And
Polly
we've got
on the inside. Oh.
I was going to say, there we go. Polly Want a Cracker getting out, claiming lead jammer status. Looks like we've got our first penalty on Evangelical taking a seat, leaving Polly Want a Cracker in a power jam.
Untouchable. Beautifully done.
Finding her way there on the entire pack there on the inside. Coming back around, Guns N' Rollers ready to receive her. I believe that was a low block being called on number 33. That is Grim Carey. Evangelical back on the track, making it through on her initial pass. We are going to have a full 2-minute jam because we have no lead jammers. Exactly how the first game started out as well, interestingly enough.
When you have two nearly equally statted teams facing off.
Evangelical being hit to the outside. Looking for some help from friends, getting it, getting through, picking up another 4 points. Both teams now sitting at 8 points on this jam. Haste with a hit to the inside on Evangelical, recycling Evangelical back to the back. Evangelical still able to find her way through that pack. Now up 4 points on the High Rollers jam. And there's the end of Jam 1.
You know, Beans put up quite a defense against Polly. That was nice in that latter half of that jam. Really hold her back.
You have your favorite jammers. I've got my favorite blockers. And I am excited to see some of these blockers out here. Swagatha down there, number 37. I used to play with Swagatha many moons ago.
I have never been that brave.
I wasn't brave enough to take on Swagatha for very long. There's our whistle, Trinity and Liquor and Split. No lead jammer yet. Trinity working at the top of the pack.
Ooh,
couple of skaters. Liquor getting out. 3 skaters in rapid succession heading to the penalty box.
Now this is some roller derby. And before.
Liquor and Mayday just kablamo.
Just like the good old days.
We'd like to say thanks to Holler. Next time in your PDX, visit Holler, your new favorite sports bar and treat shop.
And their fried chicken? Oh, man.
Never had it on my list.
Like it's screen door without the line.
See, I've never been to Screen Door. Ooh. I know all of these iconic.
Have you ever had fried chicken?
All of these iconic Portland restaurants I've never been to. Scald Eagle, who I have not seen skate in literal years, getting out, grabbing lead jammer. Scald Eagle through on the outside.
Punched a hole. Fantastic.
People are punching buttons in front of me, and I have no idea what it means. Eagle picking up another 4 points on that scoring pass. Crimson.
Not a defense I've seen that can stop Scald from punching through.
No, Scald just continuing to rack up the points while Crimson really trying to fight through on one skate. I feel like that's a Scald Eagle trademark.
And
star pass on the high rollers. Brute now wearing that star.
That is a brave pickup. Yep, and Scald knew it too. Brute has really shown up in the last little bit. She has shown such growth. And it's impressive to see that Scald realized that it was going to be a competition
that's a threat.
real quick.
Yeah,
yep.
Seriously. So Wild CBD, sparkling waters and edible delights that enhance every moment. One of our big RCR sponsors. I'm actually drinking a Wild CBD flavored water as we speak.
It is fantastic, and also our penalty box is brought to you by Wild CBD. Not really that we give out CBD during the penalties.
Your favorite jammer, Holly Wanacracker, getting out Gabby Jammer. Doctor of Destruction still fighting hard down.
And a spin on the inside line and through.
Actually, Doctor of Destruction has passed to Nobby there on GNR. It has a successful star pass, Nobby putting the star on her cap. Trying to block Polly Wanacracker as Polly comes around on the outside there. Oh man, Ebenezer Brews, Swagatha, Big Bang Fury. That is a combo. Mayday. Goodness gracious.
Nobby's got no hope. You know, Nobby runs the boot camp at UAC on Saturday mornings if you feel like waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning and having her kick your ass for you.
I will consider it. I will consider it.
It's a pretty fantastic class.
Both jammers really just stalled out, and as I say that, Polly able to get through.
And Nobby through, barely past Mayday.
I was going to say, with a big hit attempt by Mayday.
And calls off before Nobby has the pivot to pick that up.
Ooh, once again, that kettle corn smell is coming up here, and I was not hungry before this game started, but I wish they had smell-o-vision on the on the stream. Looks like we have a timeout on the track. That means it is a Welcome to PDX timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers.
Let Deb guide you home.
Deb Counts Tabor, and Deb Tabor counts.
Doesn't she, though?
Deb Tabor does count.
When we do get back after this timeout, we will have even Helical and Lady Gotcha as our jammers.
Wearing those star caps. While we're paused here, that jammer line down there, that is the Jam on Hawthorne jammer line, brought to you by Jam on Hawthorne, Portland's best vegan-friendly, booze-friendly, kid-friendly, omnivore, and omnomnivore friendly.
Oh, yes. Very otter-friendly as well.
Friendly breakfast. Lady Gotcha came up through juniors, if I'm not mistaken.
True.
Evan Helical.
Taking 3 shoulders to the throat in succession.
and is still standing.
On. Wow.
Evan Helical coming back around on her scoring pass.
Just muscling through. Evan Helical is unstoppable for us.
Looking for some help from Stab Mittens. Looks like we have a forearm. I wondered if that was going to get called. That's a forearm on Stab Mittens. getting a little shovey there, but making room for Evangelical.
On the outside line.
We have a star pass to Brute.
Evangelical better get some eyes in the back of her head. Nice speed and a call off.
That was beautiful. Evangelical jetting through the rest of the pack there to pick up those last few points and calling it off before Brute's able to get a chance. I'm going to go ahead and apologize. I'm probably going to cough at some point. It's just allergies.
How about you cough and I won't cuss?
Sounds great.
Okay, cool.
But does that leave me open to cussing and you can cough?
I don't know. We're probably going to get words about it.
I will not cuss. Trinity and Liquor and Split. You might have your favorite. Liquor and Split might be one of my favorite players going back many, many years. I belong to Liquor and Split fan club. Liquor and Split fighting her way through Bruise and Big Bang Fury. Stab Mitten back on the track, meaning that both players or both teams are playing with full hands here right now. That was some pretty sweet footwork by Liquor and Split. I think she stayed in, but not taking a chance and going ahead and recycling to the very back.
Safer.
It is definitely the safer choice. Trinity still fighting at the back. You can see Trinity does have the star off at this point and is looking for that pivot for a pass. That pivot would be Swagatha. But just being held up by Guns N' Rollers blockers.
Ooh,
big hit to the
hit.
Not quite to the outside. On the outside, but not all the way out. So Trinity through on the scoring pass.
Is that Charlie Chang with the hip shot?
I was not paying attention, in full disclosure.
At that distance, there's just too many threes on their arms.
I'd like to say thank you to one of our other sponsors, S1 Helmets. Streaming broadcast of RCR's 2022 games are brought to you by S1 Helmet Company. They are the USA's leader in protective gear and maker of the S1 Lifer Visor Helmet, next level protection.
We've got Scald Eagle and Polly jamming, and we've already got a penalty.
That's a forearm. Oh, on Eagle. Eagle headed to the penalty box.
And Mayday out of the penalty box.
Leaving Polly Wanacracker in a power jam. Bruise back out on the track as well. Polly finding her way past MC Slammer.
Picking up those points.
Here she comes.
Full speed, and then her defenders roll into action.
Tenacity with the drawback. Beans and MC Slammer all lining up to stop Polly in her tracks. Eagle re-entering the pack. Bruise taking all of the pieces of Eagle, unable to get Eagle to the inside. But that was like A+ for effort. So Bruise might be one of my favorite blockers.
Yeah, all the effort just to go up against the hip check from Scald. Wow. You can give Scald Eagle a bit of a pause to look back at you like, what did you think you just did? That's a feather in your hat.
There's our whistle. Crimson and Doctor of Destruction.
Yeah.
Doctor of Destruction out. You know, before this game started, a couple people, I don't know if it was like sarcastically or facetiously, but they asked me like, who do you think's gonna win tonight? And you know what? I didn't have any feelings about it coming in. Obviously, it's still anybody's game. But man, GNR just looking good so far.
GNR killing it, and I know the High Rollers are hungry.
But I think the High Rollers are also a really good second half team, or they have been historically.
True.
Crimson through. Not lead jammer, but there's the call off. like to say thank you to Sizzle Pie, RCR's official pizza partner, Death to False Pizza.
And what is false pizza? Not Sizzle Pie.
Couldn't have said it better myself. We picked up some pizza, frozen pizza, the other day, and oh my gosh, it was the worst pizza I've ever had in my life. And like
was that
I
on
will
a dare?
eat just about any pizza.
You poor person.
It was awful.
Why would you do
I
that?
have never wanted Sizzle Pie more than in that moment.
You know, you heard it here first, folks, but Sizzle Pie has bought Checkerboard Pizza. So when you see Checkerboard, that is going to be your new go-to as well.
That's Tenacity taking a seat in that wild penalty box. Lady
Wild
Gotcha.
gummies for her.
Lady Gotcha, our lead jammer.
Ooh.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Little hop and sidestep and skating right through.
Again, Lady Gotcha did come up through our juniors program. So something I wanted to say about the juniors is that tomorrow is the roller rally.
Yes.
For juniors. So come one, come all, roller rally is back this year. It is tomorrow. I'll be there.
I'll be there.
For the whole day. Come say hi to Omnivore and Otter. And it is a carnival-style spectacular, fun for the whole family. You are not going to want to miss it. Roller Rally is the annual fundraiser that supports our junior roller derby program, making it possible for skaters such as Lady Gotcha to come up through the program. They give out the scholarship, or the program gives gear, scholarships, travel costs, and more. There's more info at rosecityrollers.com. It is a race between Polywana Cracker and Scald Eagle.
Look at them go.
Look at the smiles on those faces.
They know.
Oh, there goes
and
Scald.
Scald just cutting.
And Polly says, no thank you.
It's fantastic.
Excuse me.
So speaking of the roller rally tomorrow, dunk tank.
There is a dunk tank.
And I'm pretty sure
I was going to say, I've heard rumors.
Rocket Mean
Rocket
and
Mean
the dunk tank
is going to be in the dunk tank.
So y'all want to come and donate some money to Dunk Rocket Mean, our chief executive officer?
But I also executive director, technically.
Executive director. Thank
CEO
you.
is for profitable, is
Oh,
not
yes,
for profit.
quite.
It's for for-profit companies.
We are definitely not
Executive
for
director is for nonprofits. So we are in a team timeout. That means that it is a Welcome to PDX timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers.
Let Deb guide you home.
You do just have all of the reads memorized.
Been doing it for a little bit.
There's our whistle wrapping up that team timeout.
You know who I'm looking forward to aging up from juniors is Grace Lightning.
My daughter has a total fangirl crush on Grace Lightning.
Oh, she's astounding.
So there's our whistle. Trinity and Doctor of Destruction. Trinity working every side, every angle, trying to get around Tenacity and MC Slammer. Well, Doctor of Destruction meets Link and looks for some help from Stab Mittens.
Stab Mittens trying to break up that defense. Trying to get a bead on where
there it is. I saw that. That was beautiful. Coming up against Brute now.
I mean, who would wish that on their worst enemy?
I know that we announced skaters by their number and then their name, but 182 Link just begs to be, and I'm sure it's the reason that they have it's Link 182, man. Link 182.
It's not 182 Link. Call it like it is.
Traffic jam over there. Good thing there's some wild CBDW over there.
And even Brute with pivot, pulling out some defense.
Yeah.
Well done. And Doctor Destruction is calling it off.
Calling it off with 2 high rollers in the wild CBD penalty box and 1 Guns N' Rollers blocker.
And Stab Mittens already on their feet.
I want to
ready
say that's
hop right in.
Haste and Stavmans.
Uh-huh.
I can't see, because my eyes are old, who the other high rollers is. Sitting over there. Oh, it's Link 182.
Yeah.
It's Link 182. There we go.
It's the whole, like, stripe across the nose.
Evangelical, I think batting 1,000 so far this game.
Off like a bullet. Ooh.
Swagatha getting in Evangelical's way.
Beautiful.
I feel like that was a penalty, but maybe that was
close.
just me.
But it wasn't a forearm block. That was
It
a
wasn't.
full
It was
hand.
just riding that line.
Yep. There's so much strategy that goes into body position, center of gravity, understanding which direction the skater is going to fall if you push them at a certain point. And it's all in split seconds. Beautiful sport.
Fractions of seconds, yeah. So we're about halfway through the first half here, and we are sitting at a score of High Rollers 37, Guns N' Rollers 62. I'd like to say thank you to PBR. PBR is back, baby. Grab one to share. Hope all of you at home are raising a PBR during this game. Scald Eagle. Oh, I was going to say that was going to be up. That's Haste getting called with a forearm.
Oh, nope. Oh, Polly dropped it.
Oh.
Trying to pass it to Brew. And a star pass to Brew. There we go. Getting harried. Oh, so. And recycled all the way.
That's Lauren Forcer
back.
heading into that penalty box. Eagle finding herself against Big Pink Fury. Oh, huge hit by Tenacity to Brute. Oh my goodness. I feel like that may have rung Tenacity's chimes.
You know, I gotta say, I've been watching Brute over the past few years and seeing how singularly focused she can get on a particular opponent or a particular goal for that matter. That sort of a hit would have ticked her off and caused her to penalty herself out. This is great to see such growth.
To see her so collected. Eagle just letting the jam go. Brute got hit to the inside, dragged to the back of the pack, but capitalizing on everybody really being chaotic and finding her way through. Eagle says that's it. I wish we had our penalty tracker up and running. Do we have a penalty tracker up and running? We do.
Let me set up our penalty tracker so it's up and running.
There we go. I love having the opportunity to see how everybody's doing. Toxic Haste, that's what I thought, sitting at 3 penalties. The highest so far for either team. Lady Gotcha and Doctor of Destruction both wearing the stars down on the track. Pack is really bunched up there at the top of turn 1. We are 30 seconds in, and no lead jammer has been declared. See, that's all I needed to say. Doctor of Destruction out. Ebenezer Brews looking for a hit, not able to grab one. Star pass on the High Rollers to Swagatha, my old teammate. Oh, Doctor of Destruction headed to the penalty box, which means we have no lead jammer. This jam will go the full 2 minutes. It also leaves Swagatha in a power jam. High Rollers holding back so that GNR has to allow Swagatha up. You can see the GNR skaters strung out, bridging. MC Slammer, the last skater for Swagatha to get around. They made Swagatha work for every single inch there.
There's 30 seconds just on that defense alone.
And she comes around and has to do it again. Dr. Destruction back on the track, only to come up against Big Bang Fury, Ebenezer Bruise. That triad that they've got, that, ouch. Again, everybody's super bunched up there on the other side of the track. Dr. Destruction able to get through and out. And there's the end of our jam.
Current score at 85 GNR, 53 High Rollers as our skaters line up for the next jam.
Well, looks like we've got a
8 minutes.
team timeout. What does that mean?
That means that Deb's about to guide you home.
So welcome to PDX Timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. I'll also take a minute to say thank you to a couple other sponsors. Rogue Ales and Spirits, award-winning Oregon-made craft brews and spirits available in all 50 states. Find your brew at rogue.com.
And don't forget that here at the home of the world champions, the Rose City Rollers, and Oaks Hangar, we are 5 minutes away from Bottomless Fries, Burgers, and Beer over at Killer Burger. Tell you what, though, that stuff, classic burgers.
So, when we did the Killer Burger photo shoot last week, was that only last week? That was the first time I'd ever had Killer Burger.
What? Why would you do that to yourself?
I'm telling you, I have announced for Rose City for how many years now, and I have yet to make it to all of the Rose City sponsor restaurants.
With all the discounts that we get?
I know, right? So that timeout is over. Evangelical again batting 1,000, getting out and picking up lead jammer.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I had to start paying attention to like Zip and Polly and so on because I was such a fanboy for Evangelical, and it was too easy to be a fanboy for it.
Evangelical makes it easy to be a fan. High Rollers don't seem to be wasting any time with star passes this game. It looked like Trinity was unable to make any progress and going ahead and just immediately looking for Brute. So Brute now our jammer for the High Rollers. Pack
There's
is
any
moving.
faster way to get the other team to get scared for when to call it off is to star pass to Brute.
It's true.
Hey guys, don't forget to check out our merch booth. All kinds of swag from all the home teams to fun new items and vintage. Also stuff from the juniors over there. Check it out. Merch booth.
Liquor and Split wearing the star for GNR.
And Polly.
And Polly. There it is, Polly looking for the inside line while Liquor barrels down the middle.
Oh, catching some defense from They're Gonna Be Sorry.
We have a direction of play being called on 987 on the High Rollers.
What?
Yeah, those numbers don't exist, so I don't actually know who that was.
It's good when they put the list in like no order in particular.
Don't even ask me how I got those numbers. Because now I'm looking and I'm like, of course that's not what numbers I saw. Liquor and Split picking up another 4 points. Big Bang Fury going ahead and taking a seat over there.
Is that Link? No.
It's Trinity.
Oh, Trinity, that makes sense. And Liquor's gonna call it, yep.
Just kidding, it's Doof. I don't even know what I'm doing. I just like to make sure I mention every skater's name in every game. And in that foible right there, I managed to call out 4 different skaters.
You know, no, they don't make any money off of that, do they? Yeah, Crimson and Skulled Eagle.
They are in some order.
There's no order.
There is a order.
What, like astrological? There's really no.
They line up all of the first digit of the number is in numerical order, and then they go. It doesn't make sense, but there is an order.
So do they let Excel make?
Oh, beautiful jump by Skulled Eagle.
You made me look at the list.
I know, and you missed Eagle's flying. Eagle does not have to fly. Imagine being the inside, being the jam ref when somebody like Eagle is skating and having to skate so fast to keep up.
You just got to cut the inside lane just to keep up.
Just to keep up? That's what I would have to do.
Oh! Big Bang Fury. Wow.
See, I might.
Was that a penalty? That's got to be a penalty.
It was a penalty,
yeah, it's gotta
but
be.
she's one of my favorites.
That hit was enormous.
Look at the smile on her face, though.
Gotcha.
Oh, that was beautiful.
And two.
That was haste. This is a very physical game. I'm very excited about it. Haste looking for that hit again.
Did you see the stop on
my
Skull?
gosh. Look at how aggressive Haste is playing on Eagle.
Yeah.
I saw Haste go from the back to the middle to the front to the middle to the front just to get in Eagle's way.
And to see Skull going from, that top speed turn to then stopping on a dime and turn sideways to let the other blocker smack into their own teammate.
Right?
Wow. The track awareness.
So Bang currently sitting on 4 penalties. That's the most penalties of anybody so far.
Yeah, Lady Gotcha and Dr. Destruction is our jammers.
Lady Gotcha.
Lady Gotcha out in front.
Just sort of threaded the needle through that chaos. Dr. Destruction again
blockers.
looking star. There's a star stash happening.
Yep, it's about to. Trying.
Neither team really taking.
Pivot's got to get ahead of her.
Yeah, Nobby is
just full on defense.
Doing other things right now.
Yeah. Not focused on being the star passed one.
That's Morgan Levy. And Nobby down there. GNR with 1 blocker in that wild penalty box. Pack pretty much completely stalled out right here as both jammers work so hard.
Charlie Chang giving some advice here to
Doctor of Destruction.
Right. Trying to help out and break up that wall of
That's Charlie Chang trying to get in there and just messing things up, or attempting to. Oh my gosh, Swagatha full-on toe stops.
Oh, Lady Gotcha again. Taking that turn.
Both of these jammers are working so hard. Doctor of Destruction managing to get through with the star stash.
7-0 for that jam. High Rollers taking it.
Those were hard-fought points. Holy cow.
To be able to hold GNR to a 0-point jam is a feat unto itself. People who, in addition, pull 7 points out of it.
That might have been the jam of the game so far.
So far, yeah. I'm looking forward to the rest of it. We only got a minute left in this half.
So we've got all of our blockers bunched up on the pivot line. They are drawing back
Helical,
right now.
Polly, who we got? Oh, Polly on the inside line.
Evangelical right behind Polly.
Yeah.
Yes, beautiful.
Calls it.
But Beans getting her hip in there, causing some problems, just stopping things where, like, in flight. Imagine going that fast, taking off, and then Beans.
Just ruining it.
So I think there might be one more jam here. We've got about 12 seconds left in this. There we go. There it is. So we will Liquor and Split and Trinity. Trinity
Lady Gotcha
getting
recycled.
Trinity getting lead jammer, getting knocked out, recycling, but still managing to get out before Liquor.
about a quarter of the track behind.
Trinity gonna try and scoop up a point or two here, calling it off before Liquor can make it through.
And that's our half, folks. Now we've got our halftime. If I'm not mistaken, that halftime for those not playing at home.
Correct, so now's a good time to wander back to your kitchen, grab a PBR, a cider.
And pretend that you're here at the hangar at Oaks Park and put yourself in the dunk tank.
But before
I'm not sure who we're going to get in the dunk tank, but somebody's going to get wild CBD gummies dumped on their heads if their friends can hit that target.
Before we close out for the half, we do have High Roller sitting a score of 62 and GNR sitting at virtually double with 122 points. In terms of penalties, Big Bang Fury sitting at 4. And that's pretty much the highest that we've got. We've got a couple of other people sitting at 3, but Otter and I are going to go refill our drinks, and we'll see you guys in about 14 minutes.
Refill our waters.
Our drinks,
Yes.
our waters, our CBD sparkles. We'll see you in
Fantastic.
14 minutes. Welcome back from our halftime. We are starting the second half of our game here. As a recap, we have the High Rollers sitting at 62 points and Guns N' Rollers sitting at 122 points. All of the skaters seem to be at about the same place penalty-wise. Big Bang Fury leading penalties with 4, but a handful of other skaters hanging out with 3. Then the vast majority of other people hanging out with 1. So here we are getting ready to start. We have our jammers down there on that Jam on Hawthorne jam line. We have one Guns N' Rollers skater in the penalty box. There is our whistle, and it's Polywana Cracker and Evan Helical. Polywana Cracker quickly getting recycled to the back of the pack. Evan Helical picking up lead jammer status. Welcome back, Otter.
Oh. Traffic out here is crazy, even on foot.
Evan Helical going ahead and calling that jam off after picking up 4 points. At this point, the Wild CBD penalty box is cleared. Both skaters playing with a full complement of skaters. How was your halftime, Otter?
I'm still out of breath. You just go down where people can see you like, hey, you got a lanyard. You can solve my problem. That's not my, that's above my pay grade.
Notice I do not wear my lanyard for that very reason.
Oh,
Trinity and Scald Eagle. Scald Eagle finding a way up on the inside, picking up lead jammer. Trinity still working against MC Slammer and Stab Mittens and Tenacity. Scald Eagle coming back up against all of the High Rollers. That is Blitz trying to run some offense for Scald. Eagle still pulling through, picking up 4 more points for Guns N' Rollers.
You know, I did get the amazing opportunity to see the fans as I was running back to the mezzanine. And a number of them have, I don't know if word got out or what's going on, but a number of them have the same makeup as Scald Eagle. Like the same, like, beautiful, like, bright, hot pink eyeshadow. I don't know what it's called.
Adornment.
Yes, quite. Face bedazzlement.
Oh, face bedazzlement.
That's a terrible word.
Lady Gotcha and Doctor of Destruction.
Hello.
Lady Gotcha out first. Doctor of Destruction still between the jam and pivot line. Zeller getting in the way of
Lady Gotcha.
Lady Gotcha there.
Taking the full brunt of that speed coming around that bend.
That's not Zeller. That's Vox Blockina. It just says Zeller on the jersey. That's Vox Blockina.
Right. That would make sense.
Lady Gotcha hit to the inside, run back by Morgan Levy and Nobby. Blitz coming back in, getting in the way of Lady Gotcha immediately.
Yeah,
Doctor of Destruction.
Making her first pass.
Lady Gotcha saying, that's enough, and calling it off. The one thing I love about Derby is the smiles on everybody's faces. Everybody seems to have a good time all the time.
Yeah, it's like when they're not looking at each other. There's that stern like game face.
Yeah.
And they catch each other's eye, and a smile comes across each of their faces.
Exactly. Every single time.
Polly and Eva Helical.
Some strategy was discussed down there.
Oh, Eva Helical on the inside line. Beautiful two-step leap. Going up against Ebenezer and
Big Bang Fury and Swagatha. Finding a way through it, however, picking up 4 points. Polly Wanacracker still having a hard time back here. Ooh, Beans, Tenacity, Lauren Forcer, all getting in Polly's way.
Trying to do that whole Polly signature sidestep down the line and getting just hip check out.
Oh, star pass to Swagatha. Evan Helical
Cleverly done.
still working, and there it is. I figured that was coming.
Oh yeah. Polly got a bit beat up there. She's showing it. Scald. Just towering. Oh, a couple of audibles. I don't know if you caught that. Playing at home there. Charlie Chang got a little bit of a whisper in her ear right before the whistle from Scald.
Eagle and Scald.
Oh, what is that? Oh my goodness.
I don't even know what happened. It's like right underneath the rail where I can't grab it. But Eagle does not have the star cap, does not have the star on. I'm still not entirely sure what happened.
Just chuckles all around. They tried to go really fast, but they broke things.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Stab Mittens about to hold back Lady Gotcha.
Oh, some shoving.
Powerful hits.
Shoving Lady Gotcha and Doctor of Destruction. Usually we see this style of aggressive. I don't want to say aggressive play.
Man, when Big Bang Fury is yelling for Mayday.
Mayday! Mayday!
You know that the defense needs their assistance immediately.
Doctor of Destruction not headed to the penalty box. I thought they were headed to the penalty box as well.
Oh, Stab Mittens. That makes sense.
Big Bang Fury hitting, I believe, MC Slammer out to the outside there, just making MC Slammer unavailable. I don't want to call it messy play. It's aggressive. But usually we see this in the first half. So obviously there were some pep talks that happened during halftime.
Yeah, there's a bit of a dust up.
Lady Gotcha being held virtually, actually both of them, neither of them able to make very much movement forward. We need some offense, and here comes Stab Mittens doing exactly that, and there we go. Doctor of Destruction on through.
Just sweeping Mayday out of the way.
Yep, that was what I thought was happening on Guns N' Rollers. That is a star pass to Swagatha, but now Stab Mittens and Tenacity in the way. Stab drawing Swag all the way back. I'm seeing a coach coming out onto the track. I'm wondering if that means that we're going to see a timeout here.
Might be an official review.
That's what I'm wondering.
It's the tilt of the head, the angle of the mouth.
But I think it was just an explanation of what was happening. Can you tell me why?
You know it's a High Rollers coach when they have the 6-inch gold flecked heels.
Platform heels.
Yeah.
I'm actually very envious of those shoes. I feel like
I covered them as well.
I feel like I could find a use for those in my announcing repertoire. Crimson out lead jammer for Guns and Rollers. Link 182 headed to the penalty box with Evangelical. That's how you have to say it. Link 182, man.
But did you see the whole thing just shrugging out like, it's what I do.
It happens. So that's going to leave Crimson in a power jam here. Bruise trying to make a lane open up for Crimson.
Charlie Chang just starting the wall, waiting for the rest of their defenders to show up.
High Rollers just tried to goat Morgan Levy. That doesn't work very well. Evangelical back out on the track, not wearing the star, looking for the pass, looking for the pivot. Morgan Levy single-handedly holding Crimson in place. Now joined by Nabi. Yeah, I mean, both teams are very pushy. Are you seeing that too?
Yeah.
I would not be surprised. Actually, I am surprised that more penalties aren't being called.
Yeah, this is certainly a first half sort of sticky play.
It is. But that's a testament actually to both teams. Like
of course,
knowing
now we have, what is this, Polly and Scald?
I think so.
The Scald is enormous, and then Polly is just dwarfed. Yep, that's Polly. Couldn't really see.
And Eagle bulldozing through the pack.
Mayday always with that 360 vision. The track awareness is preternatural. Always where they need to be.
Eagle juking around Swagatha. Yeah. It's a really great time to mention that Sizzle Pie is RCR's official pizza partner. Death to false pizza.
And what is false pizza?
Anything that's not Sizzle Pie.
Hell yes. Can I get an amen?
Dude, I sound wheezy
Fantastic.
and asthmatic.
Oh,
it's just
like
allergies.
The best spectators,
oh my gosh.
commentators out there.
I know, they couldn't have picked two better people for the second game here.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. People are handing me things. I'm very happy about it.
That's what you get when you sit in the mezzanine. And folks, if you want to volunteer to become an announcer,
we are always
clinics.
looking for more announcers.
For talented and passionate individuals.
Any of you sitting out there saying, man, I could do a better job than Noms and Otter tonight.
Well, you're full of it, but we welcome you to try.
I have full faith that there are people who could be better announcers than me tonight.
Nah, you're fantastic. But
Trinity.
You can't beat the seats, I'll tell you that.
No, sitting up here is absolutely the best place possible to view roller derby from. The pack is moving at this point, getting back to the roller derby stuff. No lead jammer, so jam will go full 2 minutes.
This is hard fought. We're looking at 35 seconds left in the jam. And it's only a 4-point jam, and that's for the high rollers. This is impressive.
And we're doing the jammer swap.
Yep.
Oh, man. Haste rolling. Dr. Obstruction all the way back past turn 2.
I mean, a recycle after a certain point is just that 2-finger salute. There's no real tactical advantage.
Dr. Obstruction with the cut track.
Yeah.
Back to the penalty box. There we go.
Wow.
So high rollers are not, yeah, high rollers are going to start the next jam in a power jam situation since Dr. Destruction just took a seat. I figured we were going to have a timeout. Otter, what does that mean?
That means that Deb Counts Tabor is going to guide you home. Welcome to PDX. Also an RCR sponsor, our official realtor for RCR. Fantastic option. Do look her up.
While we're sitting here with this timeout, it's a great time to go get a Two-Town cider.
Or a sizzle pie.
Or a sizzle pie. Damn fine cider made here in the Pacific Northwest. Grab a bright cider soon. And also, Sasquatch HR, making nonprofit and small business workplaces better at sasquatchr.org.
And speaking of Sasquatch, you know Rogue has a Bat Squatch brew. This IPA that is not so much on the whole Pacific Northwest IPA overly hopped silly thing. This Bat Squatch is closer to like a porter or a red ale. It's got this nice nut brown sweetness to it.
Is that what you're drinking?
No, I'm drinking water in a Bat Squatch can.
I'm actually drinking water. Okay, it looks like our team timeout is just about wrapped up. But there's our whistle, Polywana Cracker and Doctor of Destruction. Beans.
Man, GNR is not giving what is Beans.
They are not.
half a track away. I mean, at this point, it's got to be a morale thing that they're just recycling them that far back.
Well,
And yet she still busts through.
Well, Doctor of Destruction is in the penalty box, just now standing, re-entering the track.
And looking for that
Immediately
star
looking
pass.
for a star pass. And that's going to be to Tenacity.
And Polly's through again. Going for that second 4-point
That was
run.
a great star pass. Very, very well put together. I figured that was going to happen. Tenacity
so
coming in
close.
at full speed.
Yeah, backwards no less. Full speed backwards on the outside line, hoping to catch a couple of points. We got Lady Gotcha. Brute lined up on her defense, as well as Link. Oof. We've got Big Bang Fury standing, glaring, waiting for their chance to hop back on the track. Even Helical is our lead jammer right off the go.
And that is Toxic Haste going and taking a seat in that penalty box.
Brute
Evan
took that
Helical
elbow.
through. Star pass on high rollers. Looks like it was an incomplete or illegal star pass. So Brute is attempting to give the star back so that it can be a legal and completed star pass.
Meanwhile, Even Helical is just stacking points.
Well, she was until she came up against Big Bang Fury. I was going to say, I think there's probably a low block here. A low block or a back block, one or the other on Evan Helical.
Yeah, that would make sense. There's a legal star pass to Brute.
I always think it's interesting when skaters choose to use the tactic of not entering back onto the track. In order, I'm not a good enough tactician to understand why you would do that, but you saw Morgan Levy hanging out on the outside there by the high rollers bench, waiting for just the right time to come back in.
Ooh. Shoulder check to the dome. Brute gets right back up. I didn't catch that Morgan Levy standing outside to wait for their chance.
Wait for the right chance or the right time. Nice big hit To Lady Gotcha by Morgan Levy.
Morgan Levy to the penalty box.
Fantastic jam. So much.
Oh, High Rollers crossing the century mark with 101 points to GNR's 179.
We have 13 and a quarter minutes left in this half.
And we've got 2 skaters on the High Rollers sitting at 5 penalties. That is going to be who I thought it was.
Problematic.
It is Toxic Haste and Big Bang Fury.
Yep. As
Just playing aggressive skating.
Stab Mittens and Big Ben Fury, as always. Oh, and Stab Mittens pulling the penalty. Here comes Skull.
Here comes Eagle.
Oh, full speed.
Oh man, Swagatha right there face to face with Eagle.
Nice hit.
Big hit by Big Bang Fury. Bang going out of bounds at the same time though, so
No recycle.
Yeah. Here comes
Overextended
Eagle.
themselves.
Looks like Stab Mittens and
through.
MC
Yep.
Slammer both sitting in the Wild CBD Gummy penalty box. Looks like we've got another Star Stash and just kidding.
I wish I
That's
had a
just
Star
Scald
Stash.
Eagle. That's just Scald Eagle in a power jam.
It's true.
Because Trinity was sitting in the penalty box holding on to the cap. Trinity now back.
Oh, man.
Eagle running those points up.
Just toe tipping through the whole thing.
Oh, Haste again trying to stop Eagle and just not able to do it. To be fair, who can stop Eagle?
Bonnie Thunders.
That was the previous
That was the
game.
other game.
That was the other game. Stab Mittens pulling another penalty. Taking another seat. Stab Mittens just crossing the 5 penalty line as well.
And when Scald has a defensive line like they do in this jam that works so well for their style of jamming, almost impossible to stop. I mean, a 24-point jam.
You know, not bad.
Yeah. If you want to send a message, that's the one you feel as your jammer.
There's a timeout. That's a welcome to PDX timeout. Brought to you by Deb Counts Tabor, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers.
And where do you want her to guide you?
Guide you home.
Guide you home. She's like the Pacific Northwest star.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, when we go to sell our house, I'll probably call Dead Count Tabor. So while we hang out here, see, all I had to do was talk, and then the timeout's over.
Yeah, they're really.
I was going to recap
it's
some
stacked against you.
scores. I was going to recap some penalties. But there's no need because there's going to be more derby. There's our whistle. Crimson and Doctor of Destruction. Doctor of Destruction looking for the inside, but not able to find it. Link 182 and Toxic Haste there instead. Doctor of Destruction working hard. Crimson on around turn 2. That is Nabi and Charlie Chang. Crimson coming back around. Charlie Chang, Nabi, and Morgan Levy setting up to catch her. Doctor of Destruction through, looks like with a Star Stash. Hoping to catch the pack unawares, but
Calls it off.
High Rollers go ahead and call it off.
Swagatha is our pivot, looking stern, focused. Heading out
Stern
to that
and
jam
focused is how you describe Swagatha.
The pursed mouth and watching her skates. Getting into the jam.
It's Evangelical. I don't think that Evangelical has had a jam where she hasn't gotten out and gotten the jammer. Polly Wanacracker recycled back, trying to play a little defense against Evangelical.
Just getting hip checked and
That is
bounced.
tenacity. Man, that was a big hit. Somebody got a penalty called. That's MC Slammer. Evangelical trying to jump the apex there a little bit, choosing to call it off
Calls it,
instead.
Don't forget, home team champs is happening.
Pretty impressive bruise she's earned.
Get your tickets now.
Her left leg, Evangelical.
I know, there's a couple of bruises that I'm like, holy cow. What the heck?
That's already showing in the last 30 minutes.
8.5 minutes left in this game. Lady Gotcha and Scald Eagle.
Brute sizing up for Scald, doing their best.
Oh man,
Making
great.
mincemeat out of it.
Great recycling by the high
Lady
rollers though.
Gotcha pulls lead jammer
And look
from
at
Scald.
Eagle.
And look at the
Look
smile
at
on
Eagle.
her face.
Pack is moving. Eagle did manage to pick up a couple.
Oh, you gotta love it. The sportsmanship on Scald Eagle. She's been around for so long. She can see the talent coming up and someone who's able to beat them off the go like that. She's still gonna take the points away from them, but she's gonna grin while she's doing it.
But she's gonna make sure it's fun.
Yep.
All right, ready to go out again.
Trinity and Doctor of Destruction. Trinity already up at the top of the pack
Oh.
with Tenacity and Beans.
Trying that spin, pushing
There's
the pack
Tenacity.
beyond.
Oh man, look at Tenacity's footwork. Tenacity was holding Trinity all while looking back at what the rest of the pack was doing.
That's some sticky hands kung fu right there.
Lots of chatter going on down there between Tenacity and Beans. Trinity looking to get through again. Guns and Rollers really trying to stop that. Doctor of Destruction again pushing against that Swagatha, Big Bang Fury, and Ebenezer Bruise. The cap is off on Doctor of Destruction, really looking for Tenacity, the pivot. Tenacity working over Trinity though so hard.
And recycling past the potential for
I
pivot.
think Beans actually just told Tenacity, hey, she's
Pay
looking for
attention.
you. Yeah. Cut track being called on Trinity. That's going to
That'll
leave
make it-
Doctor of Destruction out there alone, but
Ooh,
also
and enough confusion.
to make it through. And the jam will go the full 2 minutes, which we were already at like a minute
45
15.
seconds,
Yeah.
Tenacity trying to run some offense there for the Doctor.
Doctor of Destruction looking for some help from her friends. There is,
Ooh,
oh, big
beautiful
hit
hit.
by Big Bang Fury. Bang, I think managing to stay in bounds
Yep.
on that. Trinity. Oh, Trinity around. It is Tenacity again. Tenacity showing their name there. Just tenacious.
Does not quit.
Right at the end of that jam for a touchdown.
You know, I really should probably look at the stats here. I want to know who's a better, like, who has more effective hip checks.
Do we
Big Bang
do we have
or
those stats?
Tarantula. That's what I'm looking at. Like, how do we generate
I mean,
those stats?
anecdotal stats.
Oh, sure.
We would need to like have somebody who'd actually track those. I am just a fan of both of those hip checks.
Most certainly.
Evangelical grabbing lead jammer again. Easy to do when your opposite jammer is still hanging out in that penalty box.
Oh, beautiful stop. Switch to the entire inside
Beautiful,
line.
beautiful,
Juke to the
beautiful
out. Oh,
haste.
wow.
Oh, man.
The control.
That was haste and Grim carry, Link 182. Morgan Levy trying to goat brute. Beautiful.
Oh,
Trinity already taking the cap off, looking for a pivot brute, but oh, maybe not. Just looking for a star stash.
nice hit.
That was Grim carry.
Grim Carry catching the shoulder and the jaw on their way back to recycle. Evangelical.
And there is the star pass. So
There
Brute
comes
has
Brute.
it. Oh, man. Blowing through Evangelical. And Evangelical's just like,
Beautiful. She knew she was calling it off and still just shoved her out of the way.
just about 3.5 minutes left in this game. The penalty box is cleared at this point.
Again, Polly and Scald. You know, I'm beginning to think that the High Rollers have something to prove. These coaches keep pitting their fastest, most opportunistic skater against the veteran.
Against Scald. Oh, man.
Oh, and
pushing.
she does it!
Oh, huge hit at the end by Tenacity.
And Scald pulls a penalty.
Oh my gosh, that is Scald Eagles' first penalty of the game. Listen to the crowd go crazy for Polly.
Oh, we love a David Goliath story.
Tenacity pulling Polly all the way back to turn 1. Back through and setting up. Polly looking for some help from Mayday. Tenacity pulling Polly back with style again.
They're just looking at those hip checks, trying to shove the smaller skater out. But Polly is
Scald
not.
Eagle back in the pack.
Yeah, again.
Somebody got a high block. Yep, there's a high block being called on Swagatha.
Yeah, Swagatha, that makes sense. And calling it before Scald can pull a point. Scald giving her a grin, the knowing nod. I expected that. That's fantastic.
I would like to thank a couple of our great sponsors here, Sheetoff, Portland Vital Farm, and Guy My Darling Hair Salon.
I'm actually realizing there's quite a few skaters here who've come up from juniors. I'm pretty sure Vox Blockina also came up from juniors. Doctor of Destruction. Oh, for a back block.
Charlie Chang going out. Yep. Crimson High Rollers is our lead jammer. Oh, rough hit.
Making her way around Morgan Levy. Crimson still scoring points. Crimson being pushed through, I feel like, by some Guns N' Roller skaters, but now up at the top of the pack. Push, push, push against Vox Blockina. And who else? Oh, Marzipan. That's who's up there at the top. Good job, Guns N' Rollers. Charlie Chang coming through. Oh, Charlie Chang trying to hold Crimson, unable to make it happen. Crimson picking up another 4 points. I don't know if you guys can hear the crowd down there, but everybody is going absolutely nuts the last 22 seconds of this game.
It's gotten really tighter on that last turn.
Well, but it looks
Both
like
walls.
High Rollers are going to hold Guns N' Rollers completely scoreless in this last jam of the game.
Fantastically well done.
4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. That is the game. Maybe. Oh, sorry. We've got the jam. We've got the jam clock.
As Link goes to the penalty box for the last 2 seconds.
There we go. Okay, I was a little quick. So there we go, folks. We've got an unofficial score of 123 High Rollers with an amazing last jam of 11 points, holding Guns N' Rollers completely scoreless. Guns N' Rollers winning the game with a score of 226. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. It has been an absolute blast. I hope you join us next time. Nom Nom and Otter out.
Good night, y'all.
We'll give the high roll. Are you guys ready too? You guys are all ready too? Epic. All right, here we go. So let's go. We'll start with you, Big Bang Theory. Who's your, you have blocker or jammer?
Doc.
All right. Doc is our MVP jammer. Awesome. Excellent game. Excellent game. Excellent game. All right, Polly, who do you have for MVP blocker? Zaya is our MVP blocker. All right. Excellent. Thank you, guys. Which one do you have? Jammer. Okay. All right. You got it, Jammer, didn't you? I saw that.
Lady Gotcha.
All right. So MVP Jammer is Lady Gotcha. Excellent. Excellent job. All right. Who's for blocker? Hey, Mayday is your MVP blocker. All right, give it up for our MVPs, fans. That's awesome. Great roller derby tonight. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. We appreciate everyone here. Thanks again to the officials and all the volunteers, and a great game. Thank you, guys. Well, don't forget, Champs is in 2 weeks. Come on back out for the championship of the league.